The Static Game Podcast.
Welcome to the Static Game Podcast for episode 3, a GBA Game Boy Advanced top 3 list. So we've got our usual suspects this week. Sadly our guest couldn't make it as he had to work. RIP for that. So we've got Black Gemini and Sasori. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back.
Woo!
How goes it? How goes it?
Thank
It's
you.
going all right. This weather is a bit depressing, but I'm glad we're recording an episode today. Lifting up my mood a bit.
No, I haven't been outside yet, so I wouldn't know, eh? I wouldn't know.
Now my window is my window is open, so
Yo,
yeah.
yo. No, so I just wanna thank everybody for again watching on YouTube, listening on Podomatic and on Spotify. We truly appreciate all of the listens, likes, and shares. If the community can just keep it up, we would really appreciate that. Okay. So today we are gonna go way back into time with our lists of today. So today's list is gonna be about the Game Boy Advanced. Now, this isn't like the Game Boy Advance wasn't my first introduction into video games. The PlayStation 2 was. And the first time that I actually learned about the GBA or started playing the GBA was when I was in high school. And then it was like, I don't know where, but randomly the Pokemon craze started there. So, like high school introduced me to the GBA, but then I was using the GBA emulator and all of the games and things. So I wanted to know, like, before we start the list, where did you guys first learn about the GBA? And like, why? What game was your first one? What was your first time like? Who broke your GBA virginity?
You wanna go first, Jimmy?
No,
What?
You didn't want. You don't
go
want
first.
to? Okay. Okay.
Oh wait.
So, like you said, Static, your first time was in high school, um, with the Pokemon craving. So I guess that's like similar for like a lot of us. And the first time I played a Game Boy Advance game was also with an emulator. And I mean, like, I started because, like, also the Pokemon craving. I was like, you know what? Nah, I feel like getting some Pokemon. But now,
Hey, Ash.
now, go away. But now, because at that time also we're having load shedding and was a problem with like getting data or Wi-Fi or whatever. And you know what? No, let me check Pokemon games I can play. And then I came across this YouTube channel, and then this guy was talking about Game Boy Advance Pokemon games, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I wonder if I can play it offline, and I can, which was like a big up. So I started getting into like the Game Boy Advance games. Because of that, so I've played Pokemon, I've played The Legend of Zelda, I've played Crash Bandicoot,
Oh, those-
obviously, because that's like the peak of nostalgia for me.
Yes, but
And
I
it's
want to know
Pokemon.
who broke your virginity, man. What was the game
Pokemon.
that? Then say
Pokemon
it.
broke
Then
it.
say it and be
Pokemon
proud of
broke
it.
it. Stick
Say
it,
it and be
bruh.
proud of it, man. Black
Ash be
Gemini.
catching GBA versions like Pokemon, bruh.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yo.
And to be catching
If
them all
there's
is
if there's one Game Boy Advanced hoe, it's Pokemon. It's
yo,
Pokemon.
I'm telling you.
Like everybody knows Professor Oak by now. Everybody knows Professor Oak is pumping your mommy while you are away.
Yo, bruh.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah, you going on adventures, and Professor Oak is
He's Dala, he's a Dala rot.
is doing his own adventure there, doing his
Okay.
own
He's doing his
playing his own
things, man.
Pokédex there.
He's doing his things, man, and it's a
Okay.
problem. And it's a problem. Yo, guys, wait before we continue with the list, man. Because we're talking about Pokemon now. What is your opinion on this? On this, Dangasis? The new Pokemon series that will not be having Ash as the protagonist. What is your take? Like quick takes.
I'm actually surprised that Ash is not the protagonist because, like, for how long has that been? What?
25 years, sir.
25
25
years.
years. 25 years.
For 25 years, it's been what, 13?
Being cat. My thing is this, man.
It's been
I'm
catfishing
actually
everyone.
surprised. I'm actually surprised that they're thinking of continuing on Pokemon without him. That makes any type of sense because you think of Pokemon, you're like, oh, Ash and Pikachu.
Yeah, oh wait.
So
Yeah.
kind of like when Yu-Gi-Oh! GX came out, except they didn't try to make it all about that about
Yugi.
the previous
Yeah.
They didn't
protagonist.
make it about Yugi.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, they
Mm.
made it all about the recent protagonist and didn't try to like compare the two together because
Away.
because
But
they showed
like,
how this protagonist is new.
but now the thing is apparently this guy. Oh yeah, I'm going off topic. But apparently
But
one of the new characters, one of the new main characters, is like supposed to be or theorized to be Ash's daughter.
Okay.
okay,
So,
So-
Ash
so-
finally grew up.
Away me, bro.
It's
Me,
been
bro.
25
After
years,
25
man.
years, the man decide
That's
kapabat.
I'm
Kapabat.
in 10 for 25 years.
My bro. Orochimaru still looking for the bara. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Let's start, right?
I
So this is now we're going into the number 3 spot for
I'm really glad that I didn't get to talk about when I first got thingamajiggy with Game Boy and Jay.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Oh, my cousin had a Game Boy and he let me play Crash Bandicoot on that game, on his Game Boy.
Oh, it's so romantic. You guys will understand why it's romantic later on in the video.
No, it's
Why
not.
why that is
My
our
cousin-
first time.
Gaan huis toe,
Why
man.
that game is of you'll understand later in the podcast or in the
No,
YouTube
man,
video.
my cousin gave me his Game Boy. Mind you, I was like 5 or 4, and he's like, "Yeah, you can play it." So I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'm gonna play on it." And then his mommy comes and like, cucks me out because why do I have a child's Game Boy? I was like, he gave it to me, and it was a whole other type of thing.
Why, yo, bruh? You see, you should have just stopped with my cousin allowed me to play Crash Bandicoot.
Nope, my cousin caught on. It was unnecessary.
It's
Wanted to
sad,
get
man.
me trouble nonsense.
It's
Yeah,
sad.
but I
Okay.
aspire to buy me
Yeah,
a Game
yeah.
Boy. I aspire
But
to
yeah,
buy me
my
a
brothers-
physical
My
Game
daddy
Boy.
bought one of my brothers a Game Boy and he played on his one, so he was the one. So yeah.
Okay. So we've got 2 Pokemon and one that was very
Crash
out there. Eh? Like that's a strange game to like start something with. Like
The thing is, I was 4 and my cousin was maybe like 12, I think.
okay, so it was like a
Yeah.
because it's mine, I choose the games. No one can tell me what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people, let's start the list, man. Let's start this list now. Okay. Number 3. In my number 3 spot is Pokemon Fire Red. Yeah. The game that started it all can only go up to number 3. Kan julle dit glo?
The beginning of all beginnings, man.
Yeah. No,
I can believe that because I mean, yes, it was your first game, but I mean,
yeah, no, it wasn't like ooh, yeah, it wasn't that good. It isn't like it's a good game for me, but like I don't know.
compared to the games you've played, it's a bit off.
away
You
because
know what I mean?
up until Pokemon, I think it's the new Pokemon, the new one. Let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. Up until
Yeah.
then, it was just a rinse and repeat updated graphics type thing. which
Mm.
I didn't mind, which I don't mind at all. But you must want something like in the series. I feel like they could have upped it a bit, which they did. All respect to Game Freak, but you know that game, and it's still in my top 3. So like, no one can tell me nothing. No one can tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Gemini, number 3 spot. Go.
My number 3 is actually The Sims 2.
Ooh.
I like playing The Sims. I have played all of The Sims, but even on PC, even on PC, number 2, The Sims 2 is fine, but like, it's still not gonna be better than Sims 4. But I can't get Sims GBA, so
Yeah, so
Sims
you're just gonna have to settle for number 2. You're just gonna have to settle for
Yeah.
The Sims 2.
basically, yeah.
But come on, The Sims 2 I played The Sims 2 on GBA. I wouldn't get into The Sims
Okay.
like I wouldn't get into that game too much, man. But
Yeah.
I played it,
neither.
man.
Like,
It's
But
it's
like
alright
out of
for
all
its
the games
time.
I played on GBA, it's still fine because it's a game I would go back to multiple times.
Mm.
So
It's only
that's why it's in the top.
It's only fair, man. That is a nice game. That is a nice game.
Yeah, I agree. It's a nice game, but like it's too langdradig for me.
My bro, have you ever played Dragon Quest, my bro? That thing is langdradig. That thing is langdradig. The Sims you can just play over, man. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
like
I know, man, but
yeah,
like
man.
I have to look after myself already. Now I must look after other people. Yo.
The thing is this,
Yo, my
with
bro.
the Sims, in every single Sims franchise, there's like specific goals you can reach. Like in the Sims 2
Yeah, I
now,
know.
there's one where you can be the town friend, the town villain, and there's 2 others that I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But like
Why does it
specific
sound
goals
like those
you
are
can
dirty
reach.
things that you can become?
Oh wow.
No.
The town villain steals all the anti-panties of the
No.
lines.
Unnecessary, no. It's, yeah, I can't even use the excuse of it's Sunday.
Yo, yo, this man turned Saturday cartoon into ETV.
ETV late night.
Yo, SMS so
Is it
loud
me?
to 31314.
Yo, bruh, those adverts.
Yo, okay.
Anyway, off topic.
Sasori,
Okay.
give me your number 3,
Your top
please.
3, please.
So my one that's in number 3 on the 3rd spot is Mario Kart Super Circuit. So the reason why I chose Mario Kart was basically because like I mean it's like
It's Mario Kart.
It's
yeah,
Mario.
it's
It's
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart.
It's like I don't really need to explain it, but like I just
Yeah.
like the how can I say the circuits aren't like all the same. It's different. Now
Mm.
there are some core games that with the circuits are like either the same or it's the same one, but it's just flipped backwards. And at least with Mario Kart, it's like different circuits, and plus with the power ups in it makes it fun, man. So yeah,
How many characters can you get there?
Really popular game.
there's like what like I think about 10.
10. Nah, but
That's a lot.
that's a
Still.
lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, Mario Kart is still a very popular game to play.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it
Mm.
is.
Like if you on the Reddit narration side of TikTok, you'll see this majority of the stuff. If it's not Subway Surfer gameplay, it's Mario.
It's Mario Kart.
And like
Mario Kart gameplay.
if you really want to like get into the Nintendo side of gaming, Mario is always the best pick.
Mario
Like
is like
the Mario
is
franchise.
the gateway.
yeah.
Mario franchise is the gateway to get
Yeah.
in.
Oh wait.
Like
now,
the
for
hierarchy
for
goes.
me, I feel like Mario is like Nintendo's mascot.
Nintendo is
the
Mario and Mario is
the thing
Nintendo.
is the hierarchy goes Mickey Mouse, Pikachu. It's me.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah.
You know, there's like the hierarchy. Okay.
Uh,
Okay, so our number three lists our number three spot is a bit everywhere. It has a
Yeah.
little of everything. Okay.
But
So
it just shows how diverse
yeah,
our gaming thingamajiggy
mm,
is. How
and
different the games are.
how diverse Mario yeah, how diverse
Game Boy,
Nintendo is.
yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I also did a little research on what was the top sold games on the Nintendo.
Okay.
So it though
Aren't we doing
the one
GBA?
yes on GBA. My apologies, guys. My apologies.
They,
The top game, it was released in September 16th, 2004. It sold over 7 million copies, and
damn.
it takes the number three spot. Pokemon
And that
Emerald.
game,
Ah, I can
you
Pokemon
see,
understand
Emerald.
it.
that's
I
mess up.
understand it.
Yeah,
I
Pokemon Emerald.
understand it.
So they said Rayquaza is top dog.
Okay.
They said Rayquaza. Okay, so that's number three. So it's so now there's just some basic things like for the GBA. The Game Boy Advance is actually also was translated into an emulator, and apparently, I don't know if it's true, so take this with a pinch of salt. Apparently, like the Game Boy emulator was created by the same people who created the Game Boy. So
Okay.
basically, they wanted their console to continue.
Hmm.
So if and there are a lot of Game Boy emulators on the Play Store. So if you guys wanna like check those out, please do, and please make sure that the games are liquor that you want to play it. And yeah, you can enjoy the Game Boy emulator, man. It's a nice way of like bringing things back. Like the
Yeah.
old school is
Yeah.
always the best school. Old school is always the best school. Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
okay. In my number two spot,
Drum roll.
Beyblade G Revolution. Now, these are for my in the 2000s and before the 2000s kids that grew up watching SABC 1, 2, 3 and ETV on a Saturday morning. If you woke up
You
like
could not
if
wait
you woke up the
earlier than
perfect time, bro. If you wake up the perfect time, like at 7 on a Saturday morning, and you tune into SABC 1, Beyblade Burst was on that, my bro. That was pinnacle, my bro. That's pinnacle animation right there. Okay, so now Beyblade G Revolution is not the same as the anime in a sense where like your your base dinguses but doesn't transform into a monster. That's like the only thing that doesn't happen, which sucks. But it's actually on point gameplay because like you can verse another person. It's not online because it's the GBA whatever though. So then you can like also get everybody else's base. And for the G Revolution, they have like all the Beyblades. So you get the Dragoon Storm, the Dragoon V, G, S. They have the whole alphabet. And like that's top me, bro. This game is top tier. This game is top tier. But it only takes my number two spot. You know, it's top tier, but it only takes number two spot. So, Sasori, your number two spot for me, please, man.
Before we get into my number two, before we get into my number two spot, what I want to say about Beyblade, but I risked life and limb to watch that, bro. Because my granny, I'm telling you, like you are not supposed to stand up anything before 10 o'clock, my bro. Otherwise, yeah. She's my slutty with a slow and natlap and a bed.
if you
Because like,
especially if you found everyone's grandma was like that.
bruh,
I put on the TV, bruh. I have to put the volume on one.
I'm telling you,
Lady,
one, you have to sit so close to the TV.
yo, no lie.
You're right.
Like
But
everyone was sleeping and I was the only one there awake. My blanket over my cup because it was still cold in the morning. It was even 8 o'clock side. watching
No, bro.
watching cartoons there.
You
Bruh,
wake up.
if that
You
if
wake up
that lady
earlier than you
heard, the
did for
kid is
school,
on.
man. You wake up earlier than you did for
Saturday
school
morning.
on a Saturday morning.
Bruh, I'm telling you. I'm
Wait.
telling you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So nah, man. Beyblade, the anime rocked. And if you like Beyblade, then you must have played this game. If you didn't, go play it now. Beyblade G Revolution. Okay.
and if you haven't heard about Beyblade,
Go
then
watch it.
go and
Go
watch
watch
the
it.
anime
Go watch it.
and
Go watch it.
go and try out the game.
If you haven't heard about Beyblade, you are too young for this podcast. Like, call your mommy.
Call your
Okay.
call your mommy, your daddy, your uncles, and your oma.
Bihal
I'm
jou
sorry to
oma.
say.
Kry hy
Okay,
natlap.
anyways,
Kry hy natlap.
anyways. So for my number 2 spot, I chose
Trauw. Trrr.
Crash Bandicoot: The News Adventure. So the reason why I chose Crash Bandicoot, like I said in the
Start.
first episode, um, Crash Bandicoot was one of the games that I used to like playing on PlayStation 2. So it brought back that nostalgia and like it's just all around fun, man. Like
Is it?
I don't know who plays Crash Bandicoot and like gets upset with it. Like yeah, some of the levels are a bit hard, but a minimum, man, like you have to.
It's Crash Bandicoot.
Away, it's Crash Bandicoot. You deal with it. You deal with it. Like
Okay.
it makes you smart at the end of the day. Okay, I can't
Really,
can't
the
I can't jump on
no,
this TNT and it's spinning this other TNT because then I'm gonna blow up. So I better jump on this one and run. So so I mean,
if ever you played Crash Bandicoot, you have at least thought of trying parkour once in your life.
honestly, yeah.
You have
And you can't tell me you have when you were
no.
a boring child.
If you have played Crash Bandicoot, you have at least thought maybe I should get me those gloves, those fingerless
Yeah.
gloves. They look
Yeah.
gevaarlijk.
It's
They
I
look
I
gevaarlijk.
I actually have a pair of fingerless gloves now.
I also had a pair of fingerless gloves. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a guy of you. I also have a pair.
It's not even. I, this podcast clearly goes off the rails very quickly.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's just like it
It's
brings
just
back
a bunch of
memories, man. And
Mm.
just
you know,
just a
talking
bunch
about
of
games is
things.
fun, man. It's fun
Yeah,
talking about games. It's fun playing games.
a bunch,
Like you
it's
Okay.
make
basically a bunch
friends
of
through
friends
games.
being joined by
Yeah.
a larger group of audience that also could be considered friends, you know.
Away,
Yeah.
away,
Living,
away. So
reliving, reliving their lives vicariously through three strangers on the internet.
yes, and arguing about how our omas hit us when we were children. You know, the Static Game Podcast, where we don't just talk about
Speaking of
games,
nostalgia,
but we talk about your problems.
maybe we should make it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
make a banner.
Um.
I'm gonna make a
Okay.
banner. Okay.
Okay. Jamie's turn.
Black Gemini. Black
My
Gemini.
number two is actually Naruto Ninja Council 2.
Ooh. Ooh.
I like Naruto. I'm not gonna lie. I hate the PS2 game. I played all the
Okay.
I
Somebody's grensing. Somebody's grensing.
you broke up there for a bit.
Away.
did I? Sorry.
Yes. Try to repeat your sentence, but do it slowly this
Like,
time.
no, man, someone's crazy.
I know who it is, but I'm not gonna tell. Okay, that's good now. I can't hear nothing. Black Gemini, please continue from where you
As
left off.
I said, my number two is Naruto Ninja Council 2.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Because I like playing Naruto. I'm not going to lie. I've played the game on PS2.
Mm-hmm.
I've played Ninja Storm 2 and 3 on different friends' Xboxes. So I really like the game.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this.
So,
Honestly, there's not more that you can say about that game now,
it's
because it's just that.
never-
It's awesome.
yeah,
It's perfect.
it's just some of the levels are a bit unnecessary. Like it's just unnecessary. It takes long. But if you want to push through, then the game is lekker to play. You can't say anything bad about it.
Yeah, but
It's a nice
let's
game to play, and I will keep going back to the game. So
let's be honest, okay? Everybody listening to the podcast, watching on YouTube, if you have ever played a Naruto game, they are all langdradig. All Naruto games are langdradig.
the entirety of Naruto is like,
And and the only reason why they are langdradig is because you must have that, oh, you can walk through the village type style. You can go around to the Kage house. You can fight
you
enemies
know
while you're
what's
walking.
funny? Naruto Ninja 2 actually takes place at the Chunin exams.
Away,
So you go
away.
through that whole process
And
of where
that is
Orochimaru until he gives Sasuke the curse more.
the one thing, nah, the one thing that I've always wanted was I can create my own character game in Naruto. But that has happened, I think, in Naruto, in the newest Naruto game, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. But like, I haven't played it, and I want to know, like, can I go through the tuning exams? Can I work my way up? Like, I wanna see if I can be the very best that no one ever was.
Okay,
Pokemon.
Ash.
Yeah, Ash, I want to be the Hokage. Don't you, Pikachu? Pika Pika. I was like, you know, like that's
Yeah.
basically what I want, man.
Yeah.
But but yeah, no, Naruto Ninja Council 2 is a lit game, man. It's a lit
Yeah.
game.
No, I agree.
Okay. Okay, so before we go on with our lists, oh wait, before I start that, let's mention the number 2 spot for the worldwide sales. This game was released in January the 24th, right before payday 2004.
Okay.
It sold over 12,000 copies. And this spot is actually broken up into two because they were released as the same game.
Okay.
Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green. They take the number 2 spot.
Yeah.
So they sold over 12,000 copies. 12 million, sorry. 12 million copies.
That is it.
That is hectic, eh? That is
Yeah.
hectic, eh? That is hectic. Okay.
It just shows Game Freak is doing something
It
that
just shows
everyone
Game
loves.
Freak was like, okay, everybody likes it. Print, copy, paste.
Sorry, guys,
Copy.
I wasn't in the conversation. I had to go do some things quickly.
That's cool.
What should we talk?
So good. So the number 2 game that was sold worldwide was the Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. They sold 12,000.
Pokemon.
12 million, sorry, 12 million. They are in the number 2 spot.
You know what? I'm not even going to be surprised if number 1 is also Pokemon.
You see what they did with Fire Red is they basically took Pokemon Red and just up the
graphics.
And they added some
Things here and there.
better things here and there.
Yeah.
Same with Leaf Green.
Okay.
Which is why because
if it's
the
not
basic.
broke, why should you change it?
Oh wait,
I feel like
Why-
that's the motto.
yeah.
I feel like
Which
that's
is
the
why
motto.
because now they see that Pokemon Red and I think Pokemon Green.
Leaf Green, yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon are red, green, and yellow.
Yellow, yeah, those were the first.
Those were the first iterations of the
Yeah,
Pokemon game,
yeah.
and then they just
And then-
upped the.
Yeah, and then blue. No, it was red, green, and blue, and then yellow came afterwards. I think.
Oh yes, yellow was most where you could play with Pikachu.
Pikachu,
was
yeah.
your Pegasus.
Oh wait, like everyone wanted why can't we start with Pikachu? Why can't we start with Pikachu? Because in Pokemon, Ash gets Pikachu. So
Do you know why you can't start with Pikachu? It's because you actually woke up early, man.
yeah, away.
Your main character actually woke up.
Woke up early, yeah.
Away.
Yeah,
Ash-
same.
Ash
Broke.
slept late.
Yeah,
Broke.
and then, yeah,
Broke
That's
his
why you
brain.
got it.
yeah.
That's why
And
you
then-
got it.
He
And
got
then Pokemon Yellow, they make you wake up off
Late.
everyone else,
They make you sleep late.
which is cool. Okay.
Okay.
Yellow. If you want to love Ash's experience, download that.
Yeah, play Pokemon Yellow. Okay. So before we go on, I think that the Static Game Podcast needs to now come to a decision. And I'm doing this live on the podcast because I think it would be best for us to do it live.
Okay.
Okay. So we have been in discussions with one another about making a Patreon or having some kind of community engagement thing. Um, so I think that we should decide now. Okay, should we wait for more more community members to join us and start with a Patreon then, or should we start now and build while we go along? We can put it in a vote.
To be very fair, I feel like we can start one now,
Mhm.
a Patreon now. This is my opinion.
Mm.
But as we get bigger, then maybe we can add more tiers because Patreon is all about that tier systems.
Mhm. Mhm.
If
Okay.
if you subscribe for like we're gonna put this in dollar amounts, okay? Because that's all I know.
We,
If you
cause,
subscribe for like $1 per month, you get access to 5 different things. Then you
mhm.
subscribe for like $3 a month, and you get access to 10 to the same 5 things tier one has, but like you get 5 new things also, you
Yeah,
know.
like some add-ons. Yeah.
But I feel
Mm.
like we shouldn't. I feel like we should also consider the demographic of people we're reaching now.
Yes, yes, yes. So that will
'Cause-
be discussed later in private. But I think that we should give the community a way to connect with us,
Mm.
Mm,
on not just a level of, liking our YouTube videos or liking our Spotify and Podomatic stuff, but also in like deciding what content we create.
yeah,
Uh,
because
Because
every
yeah,
third
like
week
like
or
we can
so,
have a poll system also,
away,
and have
away,
them like
away.
like every
choose.
third week we're gonna have like discussions. Not every third week, every
Yeah,
third week
every
from
third week.
every third week
Every
from now.
third week. Yeah, we're gonna have.
Then we're going to maybe have like a random discussion time about a
Mm.
topic. Then maybe we
Can do that.
then if you guys subscribe to Static Phoenix Studios on Instagram, follow Static Phoenix Studios on Instagram, you guys can also participate in the polls there
Yeah, we
to decide what we're going to discuss in those free time
Yeah,
podcasts. So
we would like to encourage you to go and
yeah,
follow Static Phoenix, my
yeah,
English not English, guys. Follow Static Phoenix on Instagram so that you can participate in the polls, so that we can have
and
like a better um,
understanding of
understanding of what you guys
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
hear and
Recommend,
watch, and
recommend,
so
recommend. Now
yeah,
you see there.
it would
Now you
it would
see there.
help a lot.
you
There's our
if
word.
you think what we can also do is we can set up polls to figure like a poll to figure out what type of game the viewers want to hear
Uh,
or see this week.
Mhm,
Do you
mhm.
guys want to
yeah.
see another PC game, a mobile game? A,
Or what
there was a,
whatever you guys want to see, just let us know, and we will do our best to
yeah,
either review it or play it or like have
we
some
sincerely appreciate feedback.
gameplay guides. Okay,
Yeah.
so what? So this leads into our sponsor segment, and I think that this week I I went through a little bit back and forth like who's gonna sponsor it. So this week we are gonna have one of us sponsor it. So I will be posting our list in the description or in the first comment of our YouTube video and in the description of the
Don't forget the comment. Huh?
hmm?
Don't forget to pin the comment.
Yeah, I'll pin the comment and then have it in the description of the podcast. I'll put all of our lists there. Then anyone can tell us who wants us or what game we should have a full gameplay walkthrough. Like full gameplay. Like we play
Okay.
for maybe an hour or so of the game and you can say if you want more. We'll post it on YouTube and then you guys can just watch us playing that thing. We
Mm.
have a long list. We have a wide array of games on our lists. So then you guys can just tell us which one you guys want us to play, and then we can go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And if you guys want to see maybe some live gameplay like later on, during our production and whatnot, then maybe we can maybe you can suggest
Yeah.
a game to play on maybe Twitch, or can do
And
it on
then
YouTube
yeah, and
Live.
then we can do so. And then we can do so.
We can do so.
Yeah.
But that's only on a later stage.
Yeah, only on later stage, like when you guys tell us you want this, because
Yeah.
we will gladly set up a Twitch. It's just that we need like somebody to voice us. Okay, so I think I'll be setting up the Patreon later in the week, and then I'll post
Okay.
it on YouTube, on Instagram. We also on Twitter now, and I'll post it on Potomatic.
Yay.
Yeah,
We
yeah. Yes, we tweets now. We tweets now. Okay, now let's go to our number ones. Okay, so for number one, I'm gonna start differently. The number one game sold on the Game Boy Advanced for it was released the 21st of November 2002. It sold over 16 million copies. And it's Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, I knew it. You know. No, like the gemstone Pokemons. I like the gemstone Pokemons.
Hmm,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
That is
Oh,
one thing.
apparently everybody likes it. Apparently everybody likes it.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
fire.
Okay. So my number one spot, ladies and gentlemen, my number one spot for the Game Boy Advanced top 3 list,
E.
Summon Night Swordcraft Story 2. Now,
Oh,
now
I
that's
haven't played that. You're gonna have to tell me
Exactly.
about
I
it, because I am kind of
Exactly.
interested in playing
exactly this game. Everybody that I'm friends with has not heard of this game. So
yeah.
Swordcraft Summon Night is basically about this character that you choose now, and you basically get a summon creature, which is like a long-standing thing in the Summon Night series, and then this creature then basically becomes your partner, and you then collect materials to make weapons. So
Okay.
you are
How
a,
does that?
you are a blacksmith, no? Then you can create a sword, a lance, a drill, a fist, like a glove, and a
Mm-hmm.
hammer.
Okay.
And like so then you go, but while you gathering materials to make weapons, right, you are basically fighting your best friend, because you find out that your best friend is basically possessed by a demon, and you are possessed by this awesome power that makes you go almost like a super saiyan, like
Oh.
honestly
So
it
you,
almost yes it
so you basically trying to save your best friend from this demon.
no, not at all.
So
You're not
you
even
cannot.
trying to say. You just saying yay, cup nut. That's basically what you're doing.
I don't know
You
what that's like a whole thought was for me. It was like
wait away.
Even for me,
for
I
me.
was like, okay, yay, saving the friend with the power of
You
a
don't
loving
save.
friend.
You don't save him at all, because
Yes.
basically what happens, like in the first 2 seconds of the game, like first 2 seconds,
Uh,
this man decides, nah, your best friend decide, nah, he's done now. He's gonna yuck you. So he basically then changes on you. He doesn't. It changes completely, my bro. So he doesn't. He releases this giant demon thing that basically is controlling him. He releases it, and that's how the story is. So then you basically just trying to trap this giant entity from getting out.
that is it.
And that's all it is. You don't even try to save him, my bro. You don't even try to save him. Like imagine that. Imagine
Who
that.
has time to save a friend? You has time to save your friend when you're trying to stop a giant demon, a demon creature.
Away.
I would fall out my bestie, my best
So,
friends.
Like
just like
waar right, my bro. Waar
just
right.
like
I
Yeah,
just sent you
you
guys
have
this image. Just look
time.
at that
You
image.
have
That is the
to
transformation.
make a
It's called
decision: world peace or your best friend.
oh wait, that's a transformation. It's called mono shift. It
okay.
looks like that. It
That
looks like that. It's basically Super Saiyan with like Zamasu
You
with
know, that reminds me of the
what?
Saint Seiya suits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So that is basically my number one spot. I would love to play this game for our peoples, but I would love to play this game. I would
I
love
would
to
love to play this game for
frustrate it
You
myself.
with
play
guys.
this game so I can see what it's about.
Guys,
Yeah.
guys, guys, if you have not checked out the Summer Night series, Summer Night Swordcraft 2 or Summer Night Swordcraft 1, best games to start it with. Just
I'm
remember,
gonna play this.
please,
I'm gonna
please,
play it
please
now.
note no, that these games they take a massive twist, like when you get to the PS2 era, where they
Okay.
actually are more focused on the summoning of creatures.
Okay.
But yeah, it's basically still there's one creature, you get one bra, you get one partner, and you can choose between a devil child and only a mech soldier or half beast bra. So like bra,
Oh, it
choose
sounds
your mains.
well.
Oh.
Choose your mains. Okay, that's enough of that now because
Yeah.
I am an ambassador for this game. like
But
like
did you know
this
that?
is this game now is basically the one of the games that like made me want to be a game developer. Like
Oh.
if you appreciate good quality pixelated games, please check out this one. Please check out this one.
You know what? The way you were talking about this game got me so into wanting to download the game now.
Like guys, like the story no is not lackluster. The story is top tier. This isn't God Fight Vanguard. This is not that.
Yeah.
This is not that. This game, okay? I am still so shocked that they didn't make an anime about this game because oh my god. Oh my god, like this is Jack and Daxter levels of storytelling. This is flippin' Dragon Quest type vibes, guys.
If they haven't made one yet, they should definitely
If
make
they
one.
have not, please, if you know if they made one, send it to me. Say I will watch it now. Okay? Okay. Now let's go to Black Gemini's number one spot, please.
Okay, my number one spot is Pokemon Pinball.
I love how Pokemon must be on the list, eh? Pokemon must always be
Yeah.
on the list. Okay, but why Pokemon Pinball?
Okay, I like pinball, whether it's playing on the computer, playing on my phone,
Mhm.
going to Wonderland and playing it there. I like pinball, and the fun thing I like about this about this Pokemon pinball is you can choose between two boards. So you can choose between Ruby or Sapphire.
Really? So you get
Yeah,
different boards.
you, yeah, you get different boards, and with different boards comes different creatures. So with Ruby, I caught the Electrike already and a Cascoon. And with Sapphire, I've caught, I can't
Wait,
pronounce
wait,
the name.
wait, 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 wait. Before you go on, I'm sorry for stopping you. You can catch Pokemon in pinball?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm downloading
So,
this thing now. Just wait.
so the way they basically you have to play pinball and then follow the arrows because they show you depending on what Pokemon you get. So if you get a Pokemon that can't evolve anymore, then you don't have to go the route of evolving a Pokemon. Also, you can hatch Pokemon as well.
Oh my word. Pokemon changing the game.
Making it more fun.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'm very stunned at that now. Okay, I want to play this game now. Now I want to
Yeah.
play pinball.
Yeah. Me
Like
also because like
like
I've
the
seen
best
it.
thing about
I've
it.
seen it,
Mm,
and I didn't really think that it was like it would have been like that fun.
Oh yeah, I
So
didn't think that they would change it.
yeah,
I
but
didn't.
like I thought it would just be like a regular pinball game where like you just try and get your high score.
No,
Pokemon.
But
it's
like
Pokemon. It's
yeah,
Pokemon pinball.
yeah,
It's not
Also,
you
pinball.
the
can
fun
catch and
thing
hatch
about it
Pokemon, and evolve them,
yeah,
which is
fun.
fun.
The other thing that's fun about it is if you lose a ball, there's like for the first couple of tries, like first two tries, you lose your ball accidentally. You have a ball saver. So by losing the ball, if you have your ball saver activated, then you don't lose your points or your bonuses and stuff from that. You just one of the Lugia, that
Yeah,
legendary Pokemon.
yeah.
Yeah, I think no, it's not Lugia. It's one of the legendary Pokemon. I don't know which
Does
one,
it
but
does
It
it
is
look like a
Lugia.
jet?
Uh,
Does it look like a
yeah,
jet?
it is Lugia.
yes.
Then it
Yeah.
is. No. If it looks like a
Yeah,
jet, then it could be
like
Latias or Latios.
yes,
Pokemon knowledge
yeah,
hashtag.
yeah.
So the red one, the red. This is gonna sound so rude. But I don't know which one is which. So Ruby has Latios
Yes.
and Sapphire has Latias.
Yes. Well done. Well done. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
So
You would have gotten schooled in some Pokemon knowledge if you didn't know that.
I would have. And this is coming from me that has like a bunch of Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, she still plays
Yeah,
it.
but we don't talk about Pokemon Go. We don't
Yeah.
really talk about it, man.
I like Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
I catch Pokemon.
yeah, but you like Android games.
So, so what's your point?
You can't walk around. You can't walk around with your PC. You can't walk around with your PC. And be
Oh,
like, I'm about to get some
Yeah.
Pokemon.
that'd be funny though. That'd be very funny though. That'd be
yeah,
very, I would,
you,
I would,
like,
I would pay to see somebody do that. Remember?
yeah, just
Like the
walking
man
I
have
have
a,
around.
seen
the,
people do this.
like the man have a
But
small Jenny, and he's walking around with it to charge his
Oh,
laptop.
uh,
Okay,
fun.
okay.
But I just really appreciate that they give you
Mm,
two modes.
yeah.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
like last recently, I downloaded it because I like playing pinball, but I thought I was gonna be like, ah, nothing that interesting. But they give you the option of two boards. They give you the option of also getting. They also give you the chance of having a ball saver, and you can either hatch and catch Pokemon. So I mean, it's a win-win
It's
for
a
me.
win-win. Honestly, you're playing Pokemon for pinball. Like that is, like
Yeah,
yo guys,
if
These
you
games,
like
these games, these
if you
games will
like
give you life.
Pokemon, if you like Pokemon, you should give the game a shot. If you like pinball, you should also give the game a shot. You have nothing to lose.
Honestly, that sound. I'm gonna play it after the podcast. Honestly.
That's
Okay, okay. And last but not least, Sasori, your top one, please.
so
So my top one is Pokemon Crystal.
Pokemon
Pokemon.
Crystal.
Pokemon.
So the reason why I chose Pokemon Crystal was it was very simple reason because that's the Pokemon game I started with.
Okay, okay. He said nostalgia wins this one.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah.
is this one. So Pokemon Crystal is like the first Pokemon game that I started playing on GBA, and like I got me into the other ones also. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
And like
Okay, those
it gets how can I say it gets confusing at one point. Like you going from town to town, and then you have to get these TMs, which are time machines. That basically gives you
Technique machines, man.
yeah time machines takes you back in time to get yeah sorry my English technique machines which
I already
basically
what
gives
you
you
want.
like these moves so that you can get through obstacles or cut out trees or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
wait, who is the? Is it Lugia? Is Lugia? Is it one of the three beasts that you can play with? That's the main. Oh, it's
Now,
Shishui. Soy.
Suicune.
Pokemon.
Mother of
Suicune.
Suicune.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so the professor in Crystal is Professor Elm. So you basically have to help Professor Elm collect Pokemon dot and whatever. But there are like 5 legendary Pokemon that you can get in Pokemon Crystal. So that's Lugia.
To
Oh,
let
oh,
us know what five Pokemons are.
it's
What the
Lugia.
Pokemon.
You can get Lugia in there. You can get
Oh, oh.
ho
Oh,
oh.
Teletubbies.
You can get Entei, you can get Suicune, and you can get
Raikou.
Raikou.
The
Yeah,
three
those are
no.
legendary beasts.
yeah, you can get
The-
those. Yeah, you can get those back.
You
But
get-
they really aren't easy to catch.
yeah,
I can
because they
tell you
run
now.
around, no? They must run around.
They are
They
legendary status. Of course
they
they won't be
are
No, but they
easy.
run
so
around, man. No, man, that's just rude. Like, I'm used to a Pokemon standing there, and then I fight him, and that's it. But these brothers decide, nah, we're running. Like,
Yeah.
why are you running? Why are you running?
They are, they are of higher quality, which means
Yeah.
you need to
So,
expend a bit of energy to fund me.
so like, I suggest if you want to catch one of those legendaries, I
No,
suggest
you know what? No,
you
I
you save before you go into battle with them,
I choose
just
this.
so that
I
Yo,
if you
choose
accidentally
violence
die,
here. I
if
choose violence on this one because why are they running? The god of Pokemon Arceus, he stood still and took you as a 12-year-old child, man. Why are these? What makes these
is
people so special, man? Yes, their designs are lit. Yes, I fully get that.
they
Fully get it.
are they are
I
so
fully
OP
get that
in the
they are
game.
the
Also, they are so
it's
yes,
OP.
they are
because
OP.
Like,
they were revived, bro.
No,
Didn't
man.
yeah,
you didn't you watch Pokemon I
Hey,
Choose
hey,
You?
hey, hey,
Oh,
hey!
but
Don't start
and
with me.
but you know
Don't
it
what?
start with me.
But you know
and it
Don't
what?
helped.
start with me.
You can legit beat Suicune because Suicune's a water type. Can legit beat him
Yeah.
with a grass type.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
no. Look,
if
look, look, look,
your
look.
grass type is like similar level to
Or
Suicune or
higher,
but higher,
you can beat it.
you
You can
can
beat
actually
it.
beat him. So like
Yes.
they aren't like immortal as to the point where like you won't be able to beat them, or like you will become unstoppable once you get them.
They are beatable. The only issue is they are difficult to catch, man. The thing
They're
is, are they
extremely
catchable?
difficult.
Are they catchable?
They
Okay.
are catchable. I'm telling you
Because
now, they're all
I
catchable. I
yes.
have struggled for hours of saving, exiting, and reloading,
Yo, okay,
and it's like
this is a man that has fought
This is
through
the man
life,
of
guys. He's
fucking
fought through it.
I have strived to get a legendary, and like it
the
was a pain in
amount
the
of
ass. It was a pain
patience
in the ass.
he had.
Like I probably used like 50 Pokeballs, if
Yo,
not
bro.
more, just trying
Yo,
to
bro.
catch this one
Yo,
Pokemon.
bro.
But like,
Amount of patience you
it's not
have.
those
I
normal ones or those great ones. It's those
Alterables. The
it's those
alterables.
ultra balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like in the beginning, you get like this one Pokeball that's basically like, once you throw it, the Pokemon can't escape or it won't break that easily.
The Master Ball.
The more, yeah, that one. So
mm,
yeah, sorry man.
Nah, man.
I
No,
haven't
man.
played
The,
can
I'm
you
making it
like
sound like that's my number one. No, man, guys.
soon? But like, what you can do is
Pokemon is
you
everyone's
can
number
have
one.
Mm,
master balls made. You can actually have them made also.
don't
You know,
lie.
you can have them made, but like gathering the materials is a bit of a grind.
Oh my
It
word.
doesn't matter. You can
But
make them
but
instead of buying it.
yeah,
Pokemon Crystal coming with a
but now there's
Pokemon Crystal
this
comes with it.
there's this
RPGs.
I think this Pokemon Ball Master.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
Yeah,
bra we
Mhm.
make.
yeah. Where you can make the master balls, but you have to wait like a couple of in days.
Okay, okay. No, no, no. That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah.
So from the
And
Static Game Podcast crew, our number one spots are Pokemon Pinball, Pokemon Crystal, and Summon Night 2. So I just wanna say thank you guys for this lovely Saturday morning video. I'm so glad it's on a Saturday.
Yeah. We also
um
I'm glad we
yeah,
are doing
yeah.
and
So
we,
Saturday.
we doing the
we,
most.
we, we're sticking to our intention of
Yes, yes.
doing the Saturday cartoon vibes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So please once this thing is up, like, share, comment, and then I will let Black Gemini do the YouTube outro. Go ahead.
So, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you like to keep us on your algorithm and get us onto other people's algorithms.
Yes,
YouTube
please.
likes when people interact, so please
Please
leave a comment.
interact.
Even if it's just an emoji or a full stop, a comment will always be appreciated.
Yes, yes, and please turn on those notifications. Like on
Hit the
Podomatic
notification
on
bell.
Spotify. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Please
Subscribe.
share.
So
Please share everywhere you can. Join us on
sharing
Instagram.
is free.
Yes,
Sharing
yes,
is
it
free.
is.
Mother
It is
told
very
me
much
so.
so. Please join us on Instagram as I'm currently busy working on a project for the Dragon Boosters game that we're trying to release. I finally will have the synopsis ready by today. I currently have a picture up there for a design for one of the training dragons that will appear in game, and everybody who comments on it, I will choose a random comment for color and the name, so then you guys can also get involved there. Okay.
An interactive post, you say.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I know, man. And I will, once I have like enough people commenting or like more than, I'll give a cutoff date to say by Tuesday. By Tuesday, then I'll do the full design of the dragon and then we can go from that. Okay, so I'm just gonna let my co-hosts do their things. Black Gemini, thank you. Thank you again for this week. Thank you for
I thanks for letting me talk all my nonsense on the
Yes,
podcast.
yes. Oh,
Thank,
just wait
thank
until next week. Just wait until next week. She's gonna
oh,
go
Please
off.
wait till
next
next week.
week. Next week, instead of being an hour podcast like normal, it might be a 3-hour podcast.
That's what I was thinking. I was actually like, what? Oh, yeah,
And
it's
I will
gonna
be
be long.
talking 2 of those hours.
Yes, yes, yes,
I will
yes.
be on rant because of things I have experienced. Like,
Oh my God.
guys, if you can relate, please on the next video,
Yeah,
please
next week
comment
Saturday. Next week Saturday.
comment your experiences as whatever type of guy you are.
That
Comment
is
your
only
experience.
for next
please.
week. You
That
like jumping the gun here.
If
no,
I see on the next video once we
she's
release it,
she's ready for it. She's ready for it.
She's,
Okay,
she's legit advertising for next week.
Black Gemini. Can we, Sasori? Thank you for coming this week. Thank you for being here again. Thank you.
Thank you for having me this week again.
Yeah,
I
man. It's
appreciate
every
you.
week,
I
man.
appreciate the viewers, the listeners. I appreciate you, all you guys, man. Like because
Yeah.
it makes a Saturday fun. It makes
It
a
makes us
Saturday
sad.
more.
Yeah,
That
yeah, it
makes the
does. Yeah,
Saturday
it does.
joyful again. You know. So like I appreciate you guys. Like let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Let's just keep the Saturday vibe rolling. You know,
Let's do this.
keeping
Let's
a
do
nice
this.
show lit.
Okay. And then I would like to say thank you for everybody watching and listening. Please continue to follow us and follow us on all platforms. And yeah, this has been the top 3 Game Boy Advanced games on the Static Gaming Podcast. And I have been your